if you are a woman, if you are a person of color in American history, you don't get remembered. Thurgood Marshall, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Harriet Tubman, Dolores Huerta, Lucy Stone, Robert E. Lee, Stonewall Jackson. I mean, that's worth defending, but not Harriet Tubman.
I've got a wild CNN panel for us to jump into discussing the Trump administration's decision to go after naval ships named after civil rights leaders in a further attack on American diversity, because of course it is. So strap in, buckle up, it's sure to get spicy, but if you can first, leave us a like on the video, lets us know you enjoy the content, and let's see what nonsense we can debunk.
On the list of names that they are reportedly considering, this is according to the CBS and the New York Times, CNN hasn't independently confirmed it, it's Thurgood Marshall, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Harriet Tubman, Dolores Huerta, Lucy Stone, Cesar Chavez, Medgar Evers, civil rights leaders, all of them, women and people of color.
No, I think it's always very important to look at this through moral and spiritual lens. See, brother, I had met Brother Harvey, and he supported Goldwater in '64. He's a Jewish brother from Bayshore. He underwent a change and transformation. He was murdered, organized hatred against precious gay brothers and lesbian sisters, and trans, and black folk, and brown folk, and Jews.
And the first thing that should stick out when you see a list like this is, despite being the majority population in America, not a single name of a straight white male is being considered for removal, which should then obviously beg the question, why are they only removing names from ships of civil rights icons? To do so to Harvey Milk specifically during Pride Month is absolutely vile, but we all know the reason. It's because they're bigots and they want to signal to their bigoted base. I mean, they ran on the reason, right? They want to crush diversity. They want to remove these barriers to equality for the LGBTQ, for black people, for women, right? Remove the history that ethnic and minority groups have faced in this country, and further just pave the way for the straight white male. This administration has shocked, honestly, even me, with now how brazenly racist and openly racist and bigoted it's been in its actions. I mean, I knew it would be bad, but he's outperforming all expectation.
Harriet Tubman, talk about warrior ethos.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm a gun person.
I mean,
I love my guns.
but come on. I mean, what are we doing here? Is the idea just that if you are a woman, if you are a person of color in American history, you don't get remembered or recorded on a ship, but if you are a Confederate traitor to this country, you do. I mean, Donald Trump back in 2017 said it was sad to see the history and culture of our great country being ripped apart with the removal of our beautiful statues and monuments. You can't change history, but you can learn from it. Robert E. Lee, Stonewall Jackson. I mean, that's worth defending, but not Harriet Tubman, Thurgood Marshall, Medgar Evers.
This is another point that should never be forgotten. This is the party of people willing to defend Confederate statues, defend a Charlottesville rally of only neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and Klans members. They think a 34-count felon and adjudicated rapist can be president. Like, all of this is fine because it's carried out by white males. It should be remembered in history in terms of Trump as president, or the Confederate statues, or of American traitors. They're statues of American traitors, racists, slave owners, mind you. But how dare we have ships named after civil rights leaders, after Harriet Tubman, one of the greatest American heroines of all time, unironically. Let's remove her from a naval ship, literally because she's a black woman. It's so clearly motivated by racism. At this point, it can't be denied. And if you defend it, you're just racist as well.
Is this really what we want our Secretary of Defense to be focused on right now? Don't we want him to be focused on the strength of our military, keeping people safe, not someone's sexual orientation? I mean, this is the job of the Secretary of Defense, is to make sure that we have a strong military, not spend his time trying to figure out what is going to appease the far right or Donald Trump. And this is the problem with Hegseth. And I think that from the beginning, he has shown that he is not qualified for this job. He does not know how to do his job. And time after time after time, again, we continue to see that he has no idea what this job is about, and he cannot lead the Department of Defense. And so I think it's a real question about, why is he spending his time doing this?
It's 3 days into Pride Month, and clearly a signal is being sent to the LGBTQ community, but particularly on this issue of gay rights.
It's how exactly these inept clowns are destroying our government for me, by trying to politicize every aspect of the government, where these branches of the executive largely are supposed to be the opposite of political. That's why they're appointed, not elected, and historically rather mundane, low profile figures with expertise, not political aspirations. Trump tossed that out the window for partisan celebrity yes men, so he could politicize every aspect of the government like some sick game show. Like, we now have him attacking LGBTQ historical icons and symbols during Pride Month, removing Harvey Milk, one of the most infamous LGBTQ icons. The first, I believe, homosexual. I don't remember if he was a Congress member or if he was on like a school board. He was some sort of a political figure in California. All while now conflicts abroad are getting worse. This is what they're focusing on. We've had classified battle plans leak, but this is what they're focusing on. And it's not like we're in a position to even be playing games about wokeness, right? Another catch-all made-up term that conservatives created in hopes to give their base something to hate because they're failing politically on all fronts.